live. We did it. Oh, it's been so long, everybody, but we're back. We're back to do more D&D, and I'm so excited. I'm Ace the GM. I'm your friendly neighborhood game master, and I'm here, as always, with the beloved Punishment, the group of players who call themselves Punishment. Why do we call ourselves Punishment, gang?
We make a new pun every episode.
At the last minute.
At the last minute.
Exactly. And while we're still thinking of ideas for puns, let's go around and introduce our characters before we do a little recap, and then get back into where we were so many weeks ago. We are doing Princes of the Apocalypse, the D&D 5th edition adventure module, picking up in the midst of our campaign where we last left off. With the group of players, starting with Gawain, the Kalashtar Warlock. Tell us a little bit about Gawain.
Yeah, Gawain is a 16-year-old with a 12-year-old's brain who has a patron that is all about dreams. He was raised on a pirate ship and ended up with this motley crew after his brother was killed. And eventually, as we went on, we lost a couple people along the way. But yeah, he's trying to figure shit out. He had to do some fun stuff to get here, but he's figuring shit out.
Very good. We also have Esme, the half-elf druid. What's Esme all about? What's her backstory?
Esme is a Circle of the Moon druid. She was left by her dad. She was left to her aunt at the Selenite Temple, where she was raised. She hasn't really gotten out a lot, other than all the people that she grew up with. So this is completely new to her, and these are the only friends that she's really ever had.
Very nice. Y'all are getting closer by the day. That's lovely. We are also joined by Glarnock, the Minotaur fighter, aka Glarnock the Mutilator. Give us a little fun fact about Glarnock.
Glarnock is a battle master, Minotaur fighter who was banished from his home because he killed too much, and was a servant for killing and destruction, and ran away from that life and happened upon this party and found a new lease on life and a new purpose, which is to not only help them and help their quest, but to have peace and tranquility and a normal life in the end.
Indeed. To kill in the name of good now, hopefully.
Yes.
Ideally. We'll see.
For his friends and his new family.
Exactly.
Because he loves them so much!
And we also have Poetry, the tiefling monk. Tell us a little about Poetry.
Poetry spent most of his life learning to fight, living in the monastery, follows the way of the open hand. So very little use for weaponry or armor on my part.
All about punching.
You got lots of punching, poking, pinching.
Ooh, pinching. The secret art of pinching.
Really wicked.
Really
pinching.
Underutilized in most martial arts. Just a good pinch can do a lot.
Yep. Eyelid. Boom.
Oh, ouch. Yes.
He's just really starting to settle in and realize what camaraderie is, because he always had people near him. They were very tight. They were like a fighting unit, but now it's a little different. He feels when the other people gets hurt, He's growing weary of war already.
Indeed. Very fair. Thank you. That's Poetry. Oh, you got to remember to change your name, Kirby.
Oh, thank you.
Sure thing. And last but not least, we have Boneless, the changeling rogue / sorcerer. Tell us about Boneless.
Boneless worked as an assassin for a long time after being trapped in another dimension for many years. It was actually a television dimension, but Boneless doesn't know that. And so after they got out, they worked as an assassin to make ends meet, and then ran into this lovely bunch, and they're trying to be a better person.
Love to see it. We all love to see the self-improvement amongst all of you. Seems to be a common theme here. And we are usually joined by Mako, the human variant bard, but they are feeling under the weather today, so they might join us later. And that's our crew. That's Punishment. And let's have a little recap. And then after that, you will choose your pun for the episode. Who wants to do a recap? It was so long ago. We need a good one.
Take it if nobody wants to. Okay.
And get inspiration if you do a good job.
Yeah.
My notes are all star signs, so
Just stars. You
It's just
know
astrology.
what everyone's astrology was.
more than half of my notes is astrology.
Terrific. Mm-hmm.
So we started last session ending the fight with the fire cultists. We ended up looting the place. We found a bunch of cool daggers. We ended up dismembering and burying all of the bodies for fear of them becoming zombies and being used against us. We then, I think January's friends reappeared and were like, hey, we can watch the place while you're gone. And we were like, that would be fantastic. So we left them with the bear that they said they were just gonna let go. And then we decided to take off for Red Larch. At that point, Gawain had a dream or a dream meeting with the Dream King, essentially saying, hey, go get these items from this fae, which it was a cord, I believe is what it's called.
Yes.
Go meet with this person and collect these specific items to forge an item that will make your link to me stronger. So they all kind of took off. Mako had a killer concussion that was brought up frequently. But we ended up making our way down. No incidents really at all, except for I believe Esme and Glarnock had a bit of a bonding moment over their lack of parentage. But we proceeded down and we ended up getting close to where the fairy circle was. And we met, oh my God, Gilmore. Gilmore was the cord who was protecting the fairy circle. Everyone kind of hid to try to help Gawain out and come in as backup if need be. But Gawain goes in, starts to have a conversation, steps inside the circle and gets wrapped up by these cords, thrown against walls, all this fun stuff. But after a conversation, they made a deal that Gilmore would get the 4 items for Gawain if Gawain brought Pawpaw, our old friend from way back, to be their companion for eternity. So Gawain goes with the party. We pick up Pawpaw, who's very chill, very, very amicable, just a very cool bear. We then put Pawpaw in the sweater that Gawain got Pawpaw way back. So it's a big bear in a big red sweater. Marching along, we brought him over to Gilmore. Then Gilmore, as a show to Pawpaw that he could take care of him, wrapped up Mako and beat the shit out of Mako against the rocks in the floor. We then, after having the deal completed, backed up and went to Red Larch. When we got there, we found that everything was flooded to shit. Everything, apparently there was a torrential downpour for about 24 hours.
That's right.
But we bopped into the Swinging Sword originally because that's our home base when we were there. And I believe Boneless went up to talk to, I can't remember the bartender's name. Kaylissa?
Pretty close, yeah.
And Kaylissa was like, oh, hey, Jimmy, you're back. And then come to find out that Jimmy Woo just dropped off a shit ton of money and then took off to do whatever the hell, which I think Boneless got a letter from Jimmy that said that he was going to, he helped out over in Yartar to help, what was it? they had one of these elemental orbs. They're like orbs of devastation or something like that, that are essentially like magical nuclear bombs that the elemental cults had. And in Yartar, one of them was trying to detonate one of those. Jimmy Woo shows up and steals it, gets it far away, and very much like Batman at the end of the, oh, what was that last one? I don't remember. Batman something. But he like flies off with it using his familiar. It explodes. And I'm pretty sure we came to the conclusion that the aftershock is what caused the 24 hours of rain. Or no, was that a different one?
That was a different one. Mm-hmm.
That was a different one. But anyway, Jimmy did that, then came down, gave a bunch of money because apparently another one had blown up near here, and was now heading south to where the Earth cult is.
That's correct.
Okay. Then I think Esme got a letter, but it was like essentially saying the same thing that we found out about the fire cult, if I'm remembering correctly, or was there additional information?
No, it was the same message that you got at Feathergill Spire.
Okay,
yeah, Esme got it telepathically sent to them.
Yes, that's right. And then Mako got like 4 or 5, I think it was like 3 or 4 letters, all from, most of them were for Azra, but they were from their eldest brother, essentially saying like the keep's in disarray with all of this stuff going on, like all of the political political groups fighting against the different gangs that are in Yartar, and now the bomb is thrown in the mix, and there was an auction for the bomb.
Exactly.
That ended up with it being stolen. And then in the aftermath, they were sending out people to help out Red Larch, but financially were in dire straits and had to borrow money from Azra's mortal enemy.
Yeah, like essentially a rival family.
Yeah, family.
They're both nobles, so they're both like well-to-do, but like they just kind of, a family rivalry.
Yeah. And yeah, so then they sent down some people. They essentially were like, hey, Mako, don't worry, we're going to take care of you and Gawain, since Gawain has been listed as a ward by Azra. Why did I almost forget Azra's name? And did they say anything about finishing off the finance end of buying the quarry?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
That's Azra's 2 servants were sort of in charge of that. They stayed behind to manage that.
Yeah, but we haven't talked to them yet, so we don't know. Cool. Outside of that, I think the last thing that ended up happening was Gawain went to go see Percival's grave and found it dug up and empty.
That's right.
And I'm pretty sure that's where we ended. I think I missed a few things, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. You got almost everything. That's awesome. Inspiration for Gawain. One thing, so in terms of, there was a lot of information in the letters that were written to Azra that were Mako's letters. Most importantly, that Jimmy Woo had arrived in the nick of time to save the day. From all of the, essentially there was the fire cultists as well as several other crime groups, all in Yartar, all vying for control of this thing that we now know is called the Devastation Orb. The fire cult had somehow lost hold of it, and it fell into the hands of these criminals, and from there was just changing hands among all these different groups in Yartar, leading to a bunch of problems and crime and just fighting in the streets and all that kind of business. At Boneless's request, Jimmy Woo went to Yartar to investigate and found all this going on. And he very craftily infiltrated the Zentarim, creating the idea for the auction, which gave him the opportunity to abscond with the orb. However, he did not know what the orb was until he literally had it in his hand. So once he had it, he realized this thing's going to blow up any second. So that's why he sent it away with his familiar. He got it as far away as he could to the north of town, but the damage still affected the town itself. Because it was like everything within I think several mile radius of where the orb detonated it was a heat wave, essentially a massive heat wave that dried up the river and really negatively impacted all of Yartar. However, it was not as bad as it could have been because it did not go off in town itself. It only went off to the north of town. That was the main thing that happened there. The other thing was a letter that Boneless got from Jimmy Woo, saying, giving a little box. I think it was just a little lock box, saying it had some gifts in there if Boneless could open it, and as well as warning Boneless that Jimmy Woo suspected that there was some type of treachery afoot in Red Larch. He said there was something to do with the timing of your taking out Feathergale Spire and the torrential rain hitting Red Larch was too close together for it to have been random, and for it to have there not to be someone already here that could have made that happen, that could have facilitated that. Because he and you suspect that the torrential downpour was a result of a different devastation orb. And yeah, I think you got everything else. You learned that Mako told Boneless about the different crime groups that were vying for control of the orb in Yartar. It seems Yartar is on the mend now. They've sent aid to Red Larch, who is still under reconstruction right now. A lot of people are in Red Larch. This town is in disarray physically, but it's flooded with people that are there to help from all over the place. And yeah, that's where we are now. Any questions? About anything? Any of the other details? No? All good? Great. Then what is our pun for this episode? Do we have one? Can take a minute to discuss.
Once again, January coming in clutch at the last minute. Go ahead, my dear.
Slappy Gilmore.
Say it again?
Slappy Gilmore.
Slappy Gilmore. Terrific.
They're killing it. They're killing it every time.
Slappy Gilmore from slapping around Mako and most of you, really. That's delightful. Great. So all of you are at the inn, are at the Swinging Sword, I believe. Let's go back to this little map right here. The Swinging Sword, right next to the All-Face Shrine where Gawain is, because Kalesa was holding all of your letters for you. Gawain, you are at in the graveyard behind the All-Face Shrine. You have just found out, you were worried because of the flooding that your brother's body would have been unearthed, but you found that because the grave is sort of on a hill itself, it wasn't actually super. There was a lot of mud and everything everywhere, but none of the ground was turned enough to actually, flush out a body, except that your brother's grave had been noticeably disturbed, and it was clearly someone went in there and dug it out rather than it having been washed out. Upon realizing this, Gawain goes into a fit of rage, a vestige of his time as a barbarian. You want to roll on that warlock rage chart?
Yeah, let's see. Okay, I got a 5. Shadowy tendrils lash around you. Each creature within 30 feet of you must succeed in a con saving throw or take 1d12 necrotic damage.
Incredible. So you, upon realizing what has happened, you let out a primal scream as jets of black tentacles shoot out from your body, a la Umbrella Academy, if anyone's seen that. Yeah. Ben from Umbrella Academy. Just out in every direction. There doesn't seem to be anybody luckily within reach for them to grab, but they shoot out away from you, lashing all around, stretching across the whole width of the graveyard. And give me 1 second. and you actually, one of them jets out at a weird angle behind you, going toward the entrance to the graveyard. And roll that d12 for me.
Okay. 8.
8. Terrific. You hear an "Ah!" and a thump from behind one of the large gravestones towards the front of the cemetery.
Gawain turns around to see who it is. I assume he knows.
You can't see there. It's there. You can see like a hand flap to the ground behind one of the gravestones.
Okay. Gawain runs up to the other side to see who it is.
Terrific. You see Imdar. Imdar Relvander, who is the priest that you met, that notably Boneless stole a gemstone from. And it seems he had just walked in behind you and just taken a huge chunk of damage from that, more than a commoner like him could take. He is just unconscious on the ground there.
Gawain picks him up by the scruff of his neck and in a rage just drags him to where everyone else is, busts in the door, goes, Esme, bring him back, poof, drops him on the ground.
Terrific. Let me see if he dies on the way there.
I do spare the dying.
Oh, you want to do? Okay, great.
Yeah, I spare the dying. I don't want him to die. I just want him to come back.
Yes, you see Gawain walks in, and you see Kalesa having just distributed. I imagine you guys are all sitting just kind of around the bar area, and she sees you drag in this dirty body. Everything is muddy in Red Large right now, so you just slop this dirty ass priest on the floor, and she says, "All right, I'll get him up." And just wanders away.
Where did you find a body, buddy?
Percival's gone.
Well, honey, we know that.
No. The body is gone.
Oh, like the body is gone?
The body is gone.
That's fucked up. Oh,
and I exploded a little bit, and this guy was in the way. So bring him back, because I want to talk to him, please.
And it literally just holding him up in front of all the casters, just slender, presenting him.
He's like a 50-year-old man. He's got gray hair and shit. He's wrinkly, in a priest's robe.
I'll give him a first level cure wound.
Oh yeah, just enough to bring him back. I don't want anything big. Just thank you.
2. You get 2 health points.
Imdar goes.
I turn him around to face me.
Where's Percival's body?
Hello.
Where's the body?
I don't know.
Okay.
I was just coming.
It's your job to keep track of them.
I was just coming to speak to you.
Body?
I just wanted to let you know I don't know where the body was. At your behest, I was informed to check on it to make sure nothing was disturbed during the flooding, which it wasn't. And it just recently, the other day, I came back and found that the burial place of your brother specifically had been disturbed. And
how long ago exactly?
2 days.
2 days ago, over the night, during the day, when?
It's overnight, yes. I go and do a walk around the grounds every morning just to make sure no hoodlums got in there in the night. And yes, I saw the disrupted earth and found that it seemed that the coffin and all had been taken.
Was anything else disturbed?
No, other than the lock on the gate of the door had been broken.
When did everyone else come into town to start helping to rebuild?
I want to say maybe 4 days ago. Let me check. Check my timeline here.
Have there been visitors to the cemetery in the last 4 days that you can remember?
Let me see.
Think real hard.
I'm
only have
thinking
2
as
hit points.
hard as I can. Oh, I'm aware.
I could flick you and you would go down.
That tentacle thing almost killed me. It almost killed me outright. And I was just coming. I was just coming to say hello. It was really. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. Hang on a sec.
I think Gawain like kind of feels bad, sets him at the table.
Thank you.
So he's not just
That's
dangling
very,
anymore.
Very kind. Yes.
I forgot you were holding him.
You're just up in the air.
Oh, because you're tall now. That's true.
Uh-huh.
I want to order him a drink. That sucks.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe it'll get him an extra hit point.
That's fine.
And Gawain's also pacing at this point. He's just pacing back and forth, just pissed.
So people started arriving around I want to say a week ago, actually, and then your brother's corpse disappeared about 4 days ago.
Have you seen anybody with shovels or anything walking around?
No, I would certainly be alarmed if I saw anyone like that in the cemetery. It is like you said, it is my job to maintain it and make sure it remains safe. And people with shovels would be a dead giveaway that someone is grave robbing, which we don't take kindly to.
Has it rained since the body was taken?
No.
Cool. Gawain walks out and heads back to the cemetery.
Oh, all right. Great.
With his black light.
Happy to help. Good. All right. How are the rest of you?
It's pretty shitty. But like we're here now.
Great. Can I go?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, great. You know where I am. I stay in the room above the shrine. So you're welcome to come find me if you have any questions. I live here. I won't. I mean, I do leave we have a rotation of priests that settle here, but I'm not scheduled to leave for another several months.
Good plan.
Yes. Anyway, bye. Mm-hmm. And he scuttles away in his little priestly robe. You see Kalesa comes back with a mop and is like, all right, what was that productive, I hope? And begins mopping up.
I'm so sorry about that. And I try to help her mop.
You're making it worse.
Oh fuck! Oh god, you're right.
She's cleaning up all the mud that Gawain and Imdar dragged in, and it doesn't take her long. So, is there anything else I can help you with?
This is like right across the street from that.
Yeah, they're right next door to each other. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have you seen anybody walking around with shovels or dragging a body around?
No, not really. I mean, we've all been kind of concerned with the rebuilding efforts here. So it's just been a lot of people have been coming into town. We have a lot of guests here, so it's a lot of maintenance on my part. And when I'm not busy with all of that, then I'm sleeping. So
they wouldn't necessarily have needed shovels. I mean, we live in a world of magical creatures.
That's true.
Yeah, they could have just moved Earth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody suspicious come in? Like anybody kind of shady?
No, not at all. And I don't, honestly, I don't suspect. I don't understand why. Someone would go after Gawain's brother in particular.
Yeah, that's really specific. Yeah.
I did as you asked when you sent me that letter from that the Aarakocra gave me, and I had Imdar go and check it out, and I did all that you asked. So I don't know because you did ask me to check on it.
Thanks for that.
Of course.
And you said this Aarakocra was where?
A friend of yours, I assume, he gave me the letter from you. His name was Aaron.
Real Aaron.
Oh, we're all so triggered.
Where is he now?
Oh, they've established a bit of their own little settlement to the north of town.
We should probably go check in.
Can you see him? What?
We should go visit.
Yeah, we should probably go.
Yeah, is there anything else?
Yeah, so you've been here. You work here all the time.
Yes,
so
this is my
in the
establishment.
past, since people started coming in, have you noticed anybody that's around hanging out with the same people and looking a little shady, like a gang of sorts?
gang of sorts.
Matching
I mean,
tattoos.
a variety of people have come in. Actually, does Poetry have any tattoos?
He's got that brand.
He's got that
for
brand,
sure.
yeah. Anything else?
I don't think so, but I
Mhm.
know Esme's covered in them.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just a contextual thing.
I see.
You can just see my tattoos. I don't have to show them to
Right.
anyone.
There
useful.
have been a variety of groups. Some people from Yartar, they're bearing the sigil of Yartar. Some people from bearing the symbols of some of the other factions, the Emerald Enclave and such. They don't quite have your tattoos, but they have some similar things. But there's some other people just having similar clothes. Like there were some, I assume they were monks. They've had very similar clothes to yours, Poetry.
All the same color.
Yes, it's almost
What
exactly
color?
the same. Mm-hmm. What color are your robes?
The ones that I'm wearing. They're
Yeah.
like purpley
Yeah, then
gray.
they were purple.
Maybe they're my people.
Yeah, are these your buddies? That'd be kind of
I don't know.
Hard to tell.
Do you know where they're staying? Have you talked to them?
Oh, certainly. I believe they are staying at the boarding house.
Perfect.
They might
pay
be.
them
It
a
is
visit.
the middle of the day, so they're probably in the woods. They've been taking down trees for timber for building.
Oh, okay.
They're all very, very well, very finely tuned physical specimens, if I do say so.
They're
myself.
buff. They're swole.
They're just very toned, I would say. Very
Just a
athletic.
bunch of hot monks.
Just
Wolverines.
Even the elder ones, very athletic. Very athletic. I don't know what they're doing, but I hear a lot of hi-ya, hi-ya from out there in the woods, and then sounds of trees falling. It sounds like they're, I don't know. They do that and they come back with timber. It's weird, but they're, yes. Mm-hmm.
Nice. I'll keep an eye out for them.
Certainly. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Sure thing. Let's have everyone give me, you can do, I think this would be an investigation or history. Do a group check here.
Am I included even though I'm not in the room?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, this is yeah.
I think you could do that, yeah.
Also
Yeah.
another bit we forgot is that we went back for the Hellhound, so we have Exxon with us.
Yes, you do have Exxon.
Oh Jesus! I hope he's
Oh, good puppy.
He's being a good boy.
being good puppy,
Mhm.
good boy.
What
Paul,
is it?
Bonus got a 13.
5.
Nat 20 here.
Ooh, nat 20?
Hey yo!
I got a 19.
A 19, that's pretty good. Okay. So it was all right. So poetry, the thing that pops into your mind, actually, as Kaylessa brings it up, is you're asking about because you're assuming the cults would have something to do with whatever happened with Gawain's brother's body, but the other question that occurs to you is how would they know, and why would they care? Because the cults have no knowledge of Percival, at all. They have no knowledge that he even exists, as far as you guys know. You barely, you don't mention him that much. You don't mention, where he's buried or anything. They would have no way of knowing that he even exists or would have any value. So what's the only way that they could have found out that Percival's body was in Red Larch and that Gawain cared about it?
Bad Aaron.
Or a spy.
Could be Bad Aaron, or it could be that dude in the church. We should go burn that church down.
You're on the right track.
Well, the only person that specifically knew that Gawain cared about the body was Kaylessa,
How did she know that?
because I put it in the letter.
The letter. So anyone that would have seen that letter would have known that
Real Aaron.
Yeah,
I
so
hate to say it, but I think Kaylesa's sus as fuck.
Kaylessa,
Or
real Aaron. You don't know who else Kaylessa showed the letter to or who else might have seen it. All you
Real
know,
also
Aaron could have
possible
shown
that-
anyone too.
yeah, there might be an Aarakocra that's a spy.
so yeah, I think that's your best lead, at least, is anyone that might have seen the letter or that Kaylessa would have told about this.
Can I just do a quick perception check on Kaylessa just
Sure.
to see how truthful she's been with us?
That would be insight.
Oh, that would be insight. Okay. It's a 3.
She's so all over the place. You have no way of getting a read on her. She's even right now, she's flitting to all corners of the bar. She's clearing tables. She's pouring new drinks.
I think I'm just gonna ask outright then, hey, just so we've got all our bases covered, did you show anybody else the letters we sent you?
Briefly, yes. I think I mean, I didn't want to breach your privacy or anything. It just seemed like you were asking me to do some very simple task. So
It's all good.
I showed it to Diane and Galida, who are my two sort of assistant managers here. And then I had Galida go and tell Imdar to make sure that the body was okay.
Oh, but Imdar didn't necessarily see the letter.
No.
Okay.
I didn't send it to him. I just told Galida to relay the message to him. But they were with me when I opened it, so I just sort of I didn't think that would be that was an issue. They worked for me for years.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Certainly. Diane is here. She's in the kitchen if you want to talk to her. She's I believe cleaning up, and Galida's not around today. I think she's on a break. She might be working in another part of town. She said she had a meeting.
At that moment, Glarnock runs out of the swing sword toward the priest guy.
Okay.
Just let him go.
Oh,
Now we're getting
that's
weak.
a new friend of yours, I see. Oh, what a cute dog. Oh God, what a evil
He's
dog.
a good puppy. Don't worry. Here, have some oil. If you give him some oil, he'll like you.
I really don't want to get any.
Don't put your
closer.
hands too close to his mouth.
I don't want to.
Yeah,
get
maybe
close
just
to
set the.
him. He
Let him
seems
see
like
you
he
set
could.
the oil
I can
down.
feel the heat from here, and I'm worried I'll get burned. So anyway, I would check on your friend. I'm 90% sure he's never been to this town before, so he's likely to get lost. Glarnock, make a survival check.
16.
16. Great. You sprint out and you run and just immediately you don't know where anything here is. You just came to this town, so you just very quickly run to the left out of the swinging sword and realize this isn't the right way. And you turn back around and then you see up on the hill there's the shrine. So you run up to the shrine, or in the direction of it. You're on your way there. And you can actually see Imdar. He's just getting back. He's closed the door behind him as you're making your way up there. What is everyone else gonna do?
I'm gonna slip into the kitchen to find Diane.
Terrific.
I will go with.
Esme.
I think I'm gonna go follow where Glarnock went, just so he doesn't get lost.
Terrific.
Probably a good plan.
Great. I love the divide and conquer approach. And Gawain, where are you headed?
I am going back to the graveyard. First off, I want to check for tracks to see if there's drag marks leaving from where Percival's grave is. And then I have another funky thing I want to do.
Sure. Yeah.
Look
Give
for
me an investigation
footprint.
check.
Investigation.
What about
with
Moffat?
Can I do it with advantage because of slurp?
Yeah.
That's a 16.
A 16. You're looking around. There are some tracks here. And it seems that, like, luckily this isn't... There's not a lot of people coming here every day. So you can tell that most of the tracks are just the one kind of path that Imdar probably takes every day when he does his little scan. There are extra sets of footprints around Percival's grave. Unfortunately, it's been several days, so they're not distinct enough to really tell anything about, but you can tell that there were at least 3, maybe 5 sets of footprints here.
Copy that. I am then going to go to the grave directly next to Percival's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to mold earth to move the dirt, and then I'm going to mage hand the skull into my hand and cast Speak with the Dead.
Awesome. As you mage hand the skull goes.
Hello, friend. Oh, I don't want to disturb you. I'm sorry to wake you up, but your neighbor,
Puberty, Alex, puberty.
Okay, all right, here we go. Sorry. Okay, all right. Can you speak to me real quick? Anything? No. Okay. All right. Well.
You can ask. I believe speak with. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe you get 3 yes or no questions. So he can't have a conversation with you, but he can answer your questions, yes or no.
Okay. You grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range, allowing it to answer the question you pose. The corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead. The spell fails if the corpse was the target of this spell within the last 10 days. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the language it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile or you do if it recognizes you as an enemy. The spell doesn't return the creature's soul to his body, only its animated spirit. Thus, the corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that happened since it died. Okay, so this is a redundant spell.
Yeah, not super useful.
Shit. Oh.
Unfortunately, I liked where you were going, but yeah, you can't remember what happened in your life.
Can I retcon? I don't want to have disturbed the grave then if I would know that information.
Mm-hmm.
Can I instead, I want to look for any animal in the area and cast Speak with Animal on myself?
Sure, yeah, you can speak with animal. You look around. I said you got a 16 investigation. You see there are some crows here for sure. And vultures.
Hey, hi, friends. Quick question for you.
Sorry.
Hi.
Hi. Do you want some seeds? Or wait, you're crows. Do you want some meat?
Yeah.
Pulls out some meat. Hey, so I just had some quick questions. If you answer them, I'll give you the meat, okay? Okay. So in the past, like it was like 4 days ago, you see this hole right here?
Yep.
Some people dug in this hole and pulled a box out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that happen?
They're all like mumbling to each other. Yep.
Okay. Did you see which direction they went?
Yep.
If I give you more meat, could you take me there?
I don't want to leave. Went that way. And he points.
Which direction did they point?
Points to the south of town.
South of town. So that's where like the market and. Okay.
So they headed out this way. He said, "Here, look," and he flies up and points in this direction, like out of town, left all the houses.
So they left the town. Okay.
Left the town.
How many people were there?
5.
Okay. Were they wearing any funny masks?
Dark.
Dark. Okay. Was there anything like different about them that it like? Okay, so you have the humans here. Was there anything that they, from what you could see, had on them that was different? What was that?
They're muttering. I don't know the word.
Okay. Can you describe what it looked like?
Lots. Three. Most of them had lots of clothes, like lots of pieces
Like
to their clothes.
robes?
But like lots of robes with all sorts of with like lots of clothes with the robes.
Okay. So like had a hood?
Had a hood.
Okay. Did you catch a color?
Green.
Like
green.
Green.
Mm-hmm.
Green.
Green.
Okay.
Lots
like
of
druids.
stuff. Lots of stuff, but in green.
Okay. Did they have any pets with them?
No.
Okay.
3 of them. Lots of stuff. Lots of clothes stuff. Some face stuff. And green. And 2 of them not that. 2 of them just regular.
The two, what were they wearing?
Just like human clothes.
Okay. And did all 5 of them leave town?
No. Just 3.
So the 2 regular ones stayed. Did you see where they went?
They just went into town. They went to the left.
To the left. Were they tall?
One was.
Like in comparison to me, how much bigger?
How tall is Gawain?
Gawain, I think now is like 5'9", 5'10".
A little taller than you.
Okay. And do you know, did they have anything on their face? Like, did they have like beards or like, is it just skin?
Couldn't tell.
Okay.
Couldn't eat the
So there's
body. They kept the body contained. They did something to it.
like magic?
Oh yeah, magic.
When they did the magic, did anything happen to the box?
Nope.
Did
Magic,
the body didn't leave?
No, body come out the box. Whoom, magic. Body floats, surrounded by magic.
And the body disappeared?
Nope, just floats.
And then they just
Just
carried
left.
it out of town
Yep,
like that.
didn't carry it. Floats.
Copy that. Okay. Thank you, birds. Throws the meat.
Yay!
Okay. Yeah, Gawain's gonna go back.
Give me I think this would be what's let's do animal handling, I think.
Animal handling? Okay.
Yeah.
With advantage from Slurp, or is this not?
Yeah, I think Slurp can help maybe.
Okay. All right. Oh, thank God. Okay. That's a 19.
Okay. I think the one piece that you're missing is how they were describing the 3 people that did magic. What the crow was trying to say is that they were wearing like ornate clothes. Like clothes with lots of like straps and sashes and like very stylish clothes. Is what the crow was trying to say.
Got it. Okay.
Fashion.
fashion exactly.
Cool. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think
Not
Gawain.
that Esme knows fashion.
Gawain
And
heads
you see,
back.
hang on. Now is when Glarnock and Esme, you guys are reach the top of the hill where the All-Face Shrine is. You see Gawain over there talking to a crow, and you know that Imdar is inside. Do you want to go over to Gawain, or do you want to go inside to talk to Imdar?
I want to go after Emdar.
Okay, terrific. So Gawain, you turn around to leave. You see Glarnock and Esme going inside of the shrine.
Well, go. What? What are you doing? And Gawain follows.
You follow. They don't hear you. They already go. They're right inside. All right. You go inside. You see Imdar. He has grabbed a broom and he's just like sweeping up inside. He's sweeping around the altar at the front. He's like, "Oh, hello. Yes. What can I do for you?" And
Glarnock runs up, grabs him by the...
No.
Not
Esme's
again,
gonna,
not
like,
again.
follow after him and like
Second
try to
time
slow him
today.
down.
Yes. Hello.
and holds him and gets real close and says,
Hi. Pleasure. My name is Imdar. I don't think we've met.
"You're lying.
Definitely not about those things.
What do you know?"
My name is Imdar. I don't think we've met. That's about all I've got right now.
Yeah, please. He's been through it. Just put it down.
That's all I've got. Don't know what else I know.
Well,
Yep.
That's all.
Glarnock-
Glarnock.
It's all left me. Oh, there's Gawain. Hello, Gawain.
Hi there. What's up, Glarnock? You good, bud?
He's lying.
Don't know what I'm lying about.
Well,
Did you-
if he's lying, I'm sure we can find a way. And then Gawain, primal savagery, and his claws get like longer and longer, just as like an intimidation tactic.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if
Poor
that's the
man.
case,
I don't know what I'm lying about. Honestly, I couldn't tell you if I wanted to.
Did you read that letter?
What letter? Honestly.
Calissa said that he didn't interact with the letter. The woman who also talked to him read the letter.
Oh, the letter.
Right?
The letter you
Galid-
sent to Kalessa. I haven't seen it. Didn't see it. Didn't know what was on it. Just heard from Galida.
Galida, that's what it is.
well, actually, while we're interrogating,
Mm-hmm.
did you see any figures in green? Any people come into town with green robes, very ornate, like lots of straps, lots of like plates and stuff?
I think yes. There's some rather fashionable individuals who had made their way into town.
Okay,
they had
I'm
a-
gonna need
a
to
lov-
know
a lov-
everything about
A
them.
lovely, it's like a teal green kind of outfit. Robes, lots of layers with like darker colors underneath. Very fashionable.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the first time you had seen them? Or had you seen them before?
Not seen them before, but a lot of new people came to town. I just seen them around, and just because I've been out in the streets, sort of just asking for alms in our box to rebuild parts of the shrine. And yes, I noticed them. They were here for like maybe a day, I think.
Who did
Did
they
they have-
interact with?
I don't know. I just saw them in passing.
Were there any like symbols or anything on them? Adorned
None
to
that I
them?
could. They might have. None that I can remember. I was out on the street. I saw them walk past once or twice. I didn't take much stock of them.
Were they throwing gang signs?
Not that I recall.
Did you
Okay.
see their faces?
Yes.
What did they look like?
They were, I believe, two looked human. One had like a pale blue skin. I'm not sure what she was. That's all I got. One had brown hair. The other had black hair. The one with the blue skin, I don't think had hair. Might have been very short. Don't remember.
Okay. Well, just so you know,
Mhm.
They're the people that stole from your grave. So they have my brother. Yes. I need to know. I need you to ask around town.
He's just kind of hanging from Glarnock's fist.
Yeah. Who did they interact with? Why did they come to town? And I need to know this by tomorrow morning.
Literally have no way of finding out. I saw them once when I walked by.
You know people around town. Ask around.
Were they speaking common or were they speaking a different language?
Again, literally, I don't think you're understanding the extent to which I saw these people, which is I'm on one side of the street, they're on the other side of the street. I say, oh, look, there's some well-dressed people. And then next day, oh, look, there's some well-dressed people again. That's all. That's all I had.
Great.
Just.
Oh, I understand.
Didn't see where they went. Didn't know who to talk to. I have no idea what they were doing here.
You as the person who is probably in contact with more people in this town than anyone else. Can you ask other people questions?
Oh, I can ask. I can ask around, but
that would be.
I have as good of a chance as you do. You understand?
Great, but if there's more people doing it, then we can.
Of course.
Move on,
understood.
So.
Happy to help.
Yes,
definitely.
yes. Also, Glarnock, you can put him down now. It's okay.
Oh, Glarnock gets real close to his face and says, "If you are lying, I will come back and I will kill you."
It's always murder. Why is it always murder? You could just.
And I'll bring you back so we can do it again.
I wish someone just threatened to beat me up once. It's
slowly lets him down.
Okay, great. I'm gonna go back to sweeping my church. I'm the holy man.
Questions, Esme?
No, I'm good.
Okay, great, awesome. Yeah, so my brother's not in town. I know that. Well, we'll chat about it when we get the group together again. Anyway, anything y'all want to do while we're here? I would love a distraction so I don't blow anything up.
Well, we should probably leave here and
let's go back.
This man alone. Sorry, sir. Thank you. Please talk to people, or else Glarnock and Gawain will come back and beat you up.
I'll talk to everyone I know. I promise. It's.
Great. Awesome. Bye.
Bye.
Gawain walks out.
Have a good night.
Amazing. Now we will cut over while this is all happening. Boneless and Poetry, I believe, we're both talking to Diane in the kitchen.
Yeah.
All right, you go into the kitchen. You see it's a pretty big kitchen because the swinging sword is one of the few restaurants in town. There's other places that sell food, but this is the only place that is a restaurant and bar where people can sit down and have meals. It's a very large kitchen. It seems there are 3 chefs or people in chefs' outfits all crowded around a humongous oven that smoke is just pouring out of. Some of them are stomping on smoking things on the ground. Some of them is just waving a handkerchief at the smoke that's pluming out of the oven. And you see next to them on the counter is a rather elderly woman who is dressed more similarly to Kaylessa. This woman, she's got to be in her 70s at least. She wears a green sort of coverall dress and then a white apron. And she has currently on a brown jacket as well. And she's just sitting there actually just smoking a cigarette next to the fire that all the chefs are working really hard to put out. And she just looks over at you when you come in and then looks back to all the chefs that are putting out the fire.
Hi, are you Diane?
Yeah, who wants to know?
Jesus Christ. Kaylessa sent us back here. She said we could talk to you for a quick second. Do you have a moment?
I have 1 moment exactly.
Fair enough. Really quickly, as I come over, I want to stub my toe on something, and then when I cuss, because it hurt. Oh fuck! Oh shit! I want to say something offhandedly, in Thieves' Cant.
Okay.
If she responds to it.
Okay, sure. What do you want to say in Thieves' Cant?
I essentially just want to cuss in Thieves' Cant. I just want to I want to put it in the middle of 2 other curse words. So I want to say fuck and then something in thieves can't. Like,
Okay, cool. Give me an insight check.
bad. Okay. 17.
17. She looks like she reacts more to you stubbing your toe than to the
Okay.
thieves' can. She says, watch your footsies there, darling. It's just
Oh,
lots
my
of shit on the
footsies.
floor
Ooh.
in here.
Oh, my footsies. Yeah, they're real sensitive. Little tootsers. Anyway,
Who's your
sorry.
friend?
Excuse
He
me.
looks at Poetry, just, I assume, standing quietly behind you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay out of the way. I'm kind of appalled at the amount of smoke.
You're a tall drink of water.
I'm about 6 foot. My horns make me look taller.
Poetry, why don't you come on in here a little bit and
Poetry has no idea what it means to get hit on.
Lovely.
That's hilarious.
My name is Poetry. Nice
My
to meet
name
you,
is
Diane.
Diane, and she holds out a hand
Yeah.
for you to kiss.
I kissed that hand.
Pleasure to meet you, Poetry.
Nice.
To what do I owe the honor?
I want to look her right in the eye and ask her about the letter that Carlissa showed her.
What is it you ask her?
Did that letter? Did you share that information? Did you talk to anybody else about that?
I don't talk to nobody that don't talk to me.
I totally believe her.
I also 100% believe her.
And yeah, I remember the letter. It wasn't. No, I didn't talk to anybody about it.
And you didn't show it to anybody else?
I had barely touched it.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you so much. It was really nice to meet you. And I fucking leave.
Pleasure.
Yeah, good luck with your
Come back anytime. She waves at Poetry as you leave.
Oh man, new favorite NPC, but hell yeah.
All right, terrific. Is that all you wanted to do with Diane?
Yeah, that's
Okay, terrific. And all right, so we'll say everybody recongregates back in the Swinging Sword, if that works. Is that where everybody wants to meet back up? Terrific.
Sounds good.
You guys are in there. It's still the morning. There are a couple merchants in there now. It seems they're having breakfast, but they're a bit far away from you if you guys are seated at the bar. The only other person there right now is the bartender. Kaylessa is still in and out all over the place. What do you guys want to discuss?
Do you guys find out anything neat? Because we talked to Diane and she's cool as hell. Literally who I want to be when I grow up. But she didn't show the letter to anybody else.
I think
So,
the priest understands that if he tries anything, he will be dead.
Oh, sick. Did you punch him in the dick or something? That's cool. Good for you, buddy.
No, I just did the classic pick him up and scream in his face thing. Yeah.
Oh my god, even better. That's
Very
great.
clever.
Murder squad for the win.
He didn't know anything, though.
No,
damn it.
Unfortunately. I did find out from some birds that it was a group of 5 people that came in. 2 of them are from town, and 3 of them are these like robed figures, all in green, but like kind of nice. So like very wealthy, I'm assuming. And then I found out from
like
the priest,
robes, but make it fashion. Okay.
Yeah. So 2 of them were human, one with brown hair, one with black hair. One of them had pale blue skin, but was like bald. Priest didn't know anything, so Priest is on the route, like on the hunt to get us some information, but we're gonna have to look around. But apparently the 2 regular people just kind of went to the north, so somewhere on this side of town. Don't know who. All I know is one of them's really tall, like 6 foot. So like, yeah, right around Poetry's height.
And they went north?
Yep. So they're somewhere around here.
Cool. You guys want to go check in with Aaron before we go fuck these road guys up?
Well, isn't Aaron also north?
Yeah, has he been coming to and from? Do we know?
Well, he established a safe house somewhere north.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe he's like hanging out with these green robe dudes. Maybe nothing bad
And-
happened.
And someone went to the south too.
The
What do you
three
mean?
rogue
Maybe
figures that left
nothing
town.
bad happened. Percival's body's missing.
Percival's body's gone. And also, they
Oh.
didn't just carry the body away, by the way. They, like, cast magic on him, made him float and follow him.
Oh, so they
So-
are casters. Okay.
Yep, casters. And they went south. I don't know where. I'm really tempted to chase him down. But,
Jimmy Woo went
Yeah.
south too. Jimmy Woo went
yeah.
south.
Who is he going after? Was it the Earth cultist
The
bonus?
Yeah, he's going after the Earth cultist like the hero that he is.
Mhm.
Do we know?
Well,
okay, do we
Jimmy
know?
Woo went east, actually.
Oh,
Hmm.
Okay, well, do we know? Okay, so we know about the magic bombs. So like, where was there one like dropped near here? And if so, where?
What happened with the rain?
I think that's definitely a high possibility that it could be the water cultist nuclear bomb.
You know, I just had a thought. Where did Percival die?
Percival died at the
The Lord of
Lance
Lancerock battle.
Yeah.
Out of character, I swear to God, if we go back to Lance Rock and that's where he is, I'm gonna be fucking furious.
Oh my god.
Don't tempt me.
Fucking furious.
We fought a bunch of zombies, and then
Ugh.
everything caught on fire.
Okay, so
North or south? I think north.
I think north to check in with Aaron because Aaron might also like they've been here probably one of the longest that like compared to like all the other people who have been here to help out.
Yeah,
So
we gotta
they might have
warn
seen
him.
something.
We gotta warn him that somebody's looking like him, so we can like tell everybody.
Well,
And that's also
That's
the
the
way
other
that
thing,
the
too,
What
Nice.
if he's the traitor?
Well, that's the thing. Like,
There was
I
never a
can't
real
turn
Aaron.
into things that like
No,
I.
it's not that there
haven't
wasn't a
seen
real
before.
Aaron. It's just like he might. be
Glarnock
thinking-
wants to kill Aaron. That's why Glarnock wants to go north.
What?
Glarnock, why are you speaking in third person?
Esme is just really untrusting of Aaron now.
Okay, all right, okay.
So is
okay.
Glarnock. Glarnock is too.
I
Glarnock-
don't think
No,
we should
Aaron.
talk
Glarnock
to
didn't
Aaron.
know the original Aaron, so.
But
Yeah, I was gonna
Glarnock
say.
must kill Aaron. And fake Aaron, all Aarons must die.
Well, the problem is too that I can't turn into anything that I haven't like met before or like seen. And even if I've seen it for like a second, like I'm just going off of memory. So like whoever turned into like our Aaron like had to kind of know them.
So Aaron's less known location is north. Also, that floating tomb magic also went north as well. With the two,
No, they went south.
they went south. What else went north?
So it was 5 of them. 3 of them took the body south, and 2 of them are residents here that went to the north end of Red Larch. So they're in the town. I just don't know who they are.
Well, why don't we just make a day of it and we'll walk north out of town and look for them and then go check out Aaron. And
Yeah,
then we'll
I
shoot
like that
south
plan.
and
I
kill that
also like
blue
that
man.
plan.
Okay, Lesser Pops, is there anything I can clarify for you? Is it?
Yeah. Do you know anyone about this tall who likes to hang out super late at night? And actually, so there was a group of green robed people that came through town. One with like this cool blue skin and 2 humans.
Mhm.
Did you see them? You're at the inn. Like you probably met them at one point, right?
I'm sure I've seen them. I recall this is some people with some very stylish robes. They didn't stay here, so I don't know. I don't remember much about them, but I did certainly see them.
Did you
around.
see them interact with anyone?
They may be. I think they came in here briefly, and that's when I would have seen them. But if they did, they only talked to Galita and not me. They may have come in to
And
ask for
Galita's
directions or
not in
something.
town.
Well, she's not here.
Okay.
She
Where
has a
is
meeting.
Galita?
She's
Work
in
tomorrow?
town. She works here. Yeah. I hope she
Does she
doesn't leave.
tomorrow?
Well, she should
she-
be back later today.
Tomorrow? Okay.
Cool. We'll definitely be back later today because I need to have some words.
You can go
Since
and
they
probably
are-
you can look for her if you want. She lives near the TBD Tavern by Dave.
What's her name?
Her name's Galita. You met her before briefly.
Okay.
Yeah, we
okay.
could just do like a booming voice.
All
right.
Yeah, she often. I think she drinks there sometimes too on her nights off.
Okay. I think should we go there
We're
first?
good to go, yeah.
Okay, cool. Go in. It's just like, all right, bye. Also, this is for the dirt. Flips a gold coin.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It's always good to
Sorry
be
about that.
compensated. That's all right. Thank you. Amazing. Where are we going?
Up
Galita.
north.
Go to
Galita.
that other bar.
You don't know
Yeah.
exactly where Galita lives. She lives in the area. So I think you could
I'm
assume,
thinking.
based on Kayles's direction, she lives in like one of the houses in this little clump over here.
Mhm.
And this is number 3, TBD Tavern by Dave. Is this one right here?
Okay. It's literally right across the street. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yep, I literally just out and in.
Out right into the next bar. Amazing.
We're bar hopping. We're bar hopping.
We're bar
You go
hopping.
right to the next bar. You go to TBD. You see Dave, who is a dwarvish man, who is behind the counter. He's just cleaning up. He's got a couple regulars in there that are drinking. And you see actually someone that you met there before. I believe her name is Zomith, who you talked to about seeing the delegation from Mirabar out on the road.
Oh, I remember her.
Yeah. She's still
still
here.
around? Wow.
She seems to be she stuck around in town apparently. You see him. You see another individual. I think you also met him before. His name is Justrin. Who is like the cellar master. He is just pouring two glasses of ale, and he walks down to the cellar that you see him come and go from all the time. But otherwise, it's pretty quiet in there. It's a lot smaller and more, it's more bar vibe than the Swinging Sword, which is more of like a restaurant, brighter, lots of big tables. This is like high tops and counters and that kind of thing. More just like standing room. There's a little dance area, tiny little stage for people to play music. Just a little bit of a different vibe.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I
no,
think
Galena.
You,
Galena.
huh?
Same question. Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Asa, is Galena in the?
Oh no, you don't see her. You see
Okay.
Dave when you come in. Says, "Hello, welcome to TBD. This is Tavern by Dave. I'm Dave. I've heard all the jokes. What can I get for you this evening?"
Hey, Galena around?
Oh, Galita?
Mhm.
I don't think so. Sometimes she talks to. Justrin. You hear some footsteps and Justrin, who is like sort of a rugged. He's got brown hair. He's got a full beard. Not very well kempt. Kind of a gristly guy. Says, "Oh, what is it?" He says, "Have you seen Galida?" And Justrin looks at him and then looks at you. Says, "No, I haven't." And he says,
Oh.
How
"All right."
tall would you say Justrin is?
He's a little taller than you,
So 6
Okay.
foot.
roughly. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
Gawain's just staring at him.
Dave looks at you, looking at him, and look at him, looking at you, and he's like, "All right, Justin, that's all. Will you fetch some ales for our friends here? Can I get you some ales, friends?" Asking all of you guys.
I think we're good. We really need to talk to Galita, but thank you. I mean,
Sure.
like, unless you guys want a drink, that's cool with me.
No.
No, thank you.
You been around any graveyards lately, bud?
Who are you talking to, Justrin?
Justrin, yeah. I haven't broke eye contact.
Okay, he turned away from you to go back down to the cellar. He says,
Justrin, hey, come back.
what is it?
I've been in around any graveyards lately, bud?
Can't say that I have.
Show us the bottom of your shoes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, show us your shoes.
Why?
Nice.
I was kidding. That was
Just a curiosity. At this point, I'm
He
committed.
takes off a shoe. He's like, is this what you wanted?
Is there any mud?
Yeah, there's mud everywhere in town.
Gawain's still just glaring. Just backside. Interesting.
There's mud on all of your shoes. Like, you can't go outside without getting mud on your shoes.
Looks at the bottom of my shoe. And, did I do it?
Dude, listen, did I do something to...
No. So
did
okay.
you?
Did you see like a group of green, very fashionably dressed people come through recently?
No, I don't think so.
What about you, Dave?
Me? Maybe. I'm usually inside. If they didn't come in here, then I didn't see him.
Great, awesome.
Yeah, Gawain just kind of looks down, very frustrated, and then just...
Justin says, oh, listen, I must have done something to offend you. How about an ale on the house, my treat?
I'm 12.
And then turns and walks away.
Oh, you look older.
Very much looks 16, but just...
I will take that ale and I'll catch up with the rest of you guys.
Certainly. All right, he goes back down, comes up with a nice fresh ale for you. There you go, my treat.
Oh, you're not gonna let me drink alone, buddy.
I've sort of got.
Oh, you gotta have one with me.
I've got him doing inventories down. Yeah, all right, I've got a minute. And he kind of like, yeah, begrudgingly, he's like, all right, yeah. You see, he makes eye contact with Dave, who is like, customer service. All right, come on. And Justin just rolls his eyes, like, all right. How about the weather then?
Oh, it's really, it seems like it's been real bad, and I want to cast Charm Person on him.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
What's the, oh, he has to make a save, that's right.
Mm-hmm. You gotta tell me what it's gonna
Baby
be.
Sorcerer. The DC is, man, what a neat question. 14.
14, terrific. Let's see here. Great, he fails.
Cool. Are you guys still in the tavern? Because I want to pretend to talk shit about you guys so that,
We should probably leave the
Guys,
tavern.
Oh,
No.
Gawain took off.
Yeah, scoot. Okay, neat.
We should probably leave the tavern, all of us.
Oh, buddy.
I think we got Boneless's hint.
Wink, wink. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out.
Ooh, I gotta tell you, man. It's neat having, an adventuring party, but my goodness, like they can really, especially that lanky one that looks like a big 12-year-old, like who went through puberty too fast.
Yeah,
Man,
he really
it
seems
really
not
gets
to
on my
like
last
me.
nerves.
I don't get what it is, but he's got some. It looks like he's got some incredible style to him. I love the hat. I love the jacket. It all works,
Oh, dude, are you like into fashion? That's so cool.
I dabble.
Wait. That is like literally the coolest. What do you mean you dabble? Come on, you got
Well,
this. Like,
you
what
know,
are you into?
are you familiar with Tonlaw, Helva Tonlaw? I've designed some of his mannequins for him, and I do a bit of fashion in that sense.
Anything I might have seen like on the street like lately? Anybody repping it?
Nothing lately. He's sort of shut down for the most part because no one's buying fancy clothes right now. But I've done some very tasteful evening gowns and with some bright accessories and such. It's that type of accoutrement that is my specialty.
Can I ask you, I have been experimenting a little bit with color.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about, like I've got the suit and everything, but it's pretty muted.
I'm glad you said it
like
because
some
I
green
wasn't going
tones.
to, but like it's really, it fits, but it's not working.
It's like
really
not working.
It's very like meat and potatoes kind of
Trying not to be insulted. Melissa loves their suit. But yeah, I'm thinking about trying out some green tones. Like, what do you think? My skin tone.
Green is, it's very, I like green. Green is bold, green is in right now, but you want to use it more so as an accent than as a full piece, it's not much of a, it's more of an eye catcher, especially if you go with something like with a bit of metallic or sheen to it.
I see you, man. I see you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna dabble in that. Especially like, I'm thinking about maybe branching out. These guys are kind of really bringing me down. Is there anything like cool happening around town that I can maybe get my hands in? This whole like interesting bit about like talking about graveyards and fashion. Like it's just so it's what I used to do, and it's like calling my name again. Anything like neat I could get into like around town?
Nothing at the moment. Everything's focused on the rebuilding efforts.
I got you. You don't get up to anything, do you?
He looks at you for a second. He says, "No."
Can I do a perception check on that look?
You can give me an insight check.
Okay, bet. Fuck me.
Mm-hmm. You can do it with advantage because he's charmed.
Oh, bet. Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the second one was a 13.
Oh, good.
And the second one was a 13.
Double 13. You're not sure what he's holding back. You're not sure if he knows of like if there's like, if he has like a deep dark secret, or if he just knows of like a cool underground club or something that he's not telling you about. But there's some, he's holding back a little bit, even though he clearly really likes you since you've charmed him.
But okay. I don't think I'm gonna get anything else out of this guy. I really thought I
forgot. I do need to go. But it's been a pleasure talking to you. If you ever want to change this whole thing, then you can reach out pointers. At least change the tie, a pop of color, something. It's and he turns and walks away.
Oh man, I huff out of the bar. So I like my suit. I think it looks really nice on me. I think it's cut really well. I spent a lot of time thinking about it when I had to change. What an asshole.
Well, I'm wearing rags, so
My suit is a nice suit. My suit is a nice suit, and I just keep walking.
you look better than me.
Was everyone else just
babe.
waiting outside?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
So
Guys,
I guess we could have been
from that
walking around
guy.
up north. We could have been walking up the northern track there and just looking around for people that fit the description. On the north end of town, there's two dudes.
Yeah, like
This guy is fashionable.
could we
That's
have
all I know.
walked? Could we have walked to the end of town north
Yeah,
Sure,
I
if you
think
want
that's
to.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
as
not
a
that
group?
Yeah.
I think Gawain brings up an idea. It's just like, okay, everybody.
Yeah,
like,
you still don't know
just
where
a thought.
Galita is.
Mhm.
Yeah, we haven't found her yet.
Mm-hmm.
Just a thought, but like, what if so you know how my spooky form looks like Percival? What if I just look like that through town and see if anyone reacts specifically terrified? It's floating there, so I think they would have seen it.
Okay.
But like, yeah, like it would make sense that like maybe an undead version of my brother was some spooky, lanky creature thing.
And I might be able to tweak what it looks like. I'm not 100%. I could try.
It's asking a lot of mental gymnastics.
And
where did
they bring the body? South or north?
They went down the
South.
long road.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the southern, I think. That's the southern path. The northern path would be Aaron's whereabouts and possibly those other people that went. Oh no, nobody
else went north.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So that's the only reason to go north is to find Aaron. So
which I think is still a good idea.
Yeah, we should check in just really quickly. We spend the whole day there though.
Well, yeah, we're already on the way there. Let's go chat with him real quick and.
Yeah. So the what you know is the Aaron is just just outside of town along the north road. Jimmy Woo went along the large path to the northeast. The people in green went along the Cairn Road to the southeast.
Oh. So wait a minute. This changes everything. Because
that's it?
Well, no, because that's a whole nother path to the south.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
kind of different directions. Yeah.
It's kind of our biggest lead. Right? Other than Aaron, which this guy could have said screw you and peaced out a while ago. Or it could be the clone Aaron. Oh no, the clone Aaron went with the air cultist, so the evil Aaron, evil.
Okay. I have okay.
So yeah. So I vote south because of those cloaked figures. But I would not be opposed to the north as well. Mm-hmm. That's
just a thought, and this okay. Yeah, the fact that I'm speaking this out loud hurts me. Outside of anything to do with Percival, why did we come back to Red Larch?
To see Aaron, right?
Well, I think that the Orb of Devastation. I think this place suffered the same fate as Yartar.
What I'm getting at
I think they're connected.
I don't know that chasing after my brother's body is the most important thing in this moment. And saying this out loud is like physically hurting Gawain. Like,
oh, you're saying that you think this might be a trap.
This might be a trap.
It's definitely a trap.
I wouldn't put it past them.
But how?
I could also. I have a meeting tonight when I go to sleep that I'm scheduled for, and I might be able to have my good buddy track these people somehow, so that we don't have to quite yet. Maybe.
So then we can go north then.
But I want to. Okay, all right. I am going to stay out of this portion of the conversation because I'm extremely biased. Where do we want to go next?
At the very least, let's go check in with Aaron.
Okay. Well, I'm saying let's
big
start
picture.
There. Okay.
Big picture, I don't know yet. Big picture, I think we should check in with Aaron first, see what he knows.
Second, definitely has to be the people who went southeast in the robes.
But on the way to that, we should stop back at the bar and check in with that lady that talked to them.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. So let's go talk to Aaron real quick.
Okay.
Cool.
One thing, Boneless, will you give me a luck check?
And can I just say we also don't know anything about Galita, right?
Yeah, that's the lady poetry star.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, she lives over here. She often hangs out at Tavern by Dave. This is that a 3?
3, my friend.
3, not
wow.
Yep. All right, so you guys head to the north to meet up with Aaron?
Do I happen to pass that tailor shop as we go?
No, because
Oh,
it's
the
to
tailor.
the south of where you guys are
Oh,
currently.
okay.
So Helver Tarnlar is the clothing shop. So you guys are coming out and going to the north, to the right. If you want to go there, you can. It's real close, but it's not on the way.
No, I'm just wondering.
Yeah. Great. You guys head to the north. You go to the edge of town, and you can see sort of like where the trees start to get a bit thicker. It's far, far in the distance. You have to walk a bit to actually get there. But you see once the forest on the left side of the road gets pretty thick and dense, you see a very large, what looks like a very big nest, essentially. Just a big sort of wall of like twine and pine needles and all sorts of big stuff. It's like maybe easily like 30-40 feet wide and like 15 feet tall. Just a massive thing along the whole tops of all of like dozens of trees all clustered together. And you see at the very base of it, at the bottom, are two Aarakocra soldiers.
Can we see if there's an entrance, if there's some sort of entrance or front?
And it seems like they're standing at the front.
And is there like a hole or some sort of?
Not that you can see. You'd have to.
Okay.
Yeah, you just see them standing sort of directly underneath it. You don't see the entrance necessarily.
Oh God! So does someone have to carry Aaron up? That's rough. Poor guy.
That's right, he's not here.
As you guys get closer, you see them say, "Greetings! Welcome to the Aarakocra stronghold of Red Larch." What
up, Aaron and Aaron?
Hey, how do you know our names?
We're friends.
You guys specifically, but we know your friend Aaron.
Which one?
The flightless one.
Oh, Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron.
Oh, you know Aaron. Oh, okay. We can go get him for you.
Sure. Yeah.
Is that? You want to see him? We're not
Yes,
really
please.
allowing visitors at the present because we're still getting established here. But we can go and get him.
Yeah.
But to
Great.
know what we're here.
Sure. One of them spreads his wings, flies away. You see he sort of spirals around the one really tall tree that they're standing in front of, and disappears. And as you look up from below it, you actually do see a little hole in the bottom of this big nest thing that he flies through. It takes him a couple minutes, and you're standing there awkwardly with the other Aaron there, until he flies back around with Aaron, with Broken Wing Aaron. All dinged up and with his normal ass gristly scratched up armor, just like you remember him from when you saw him at Feathergale Spire. He's like, "Hey, you guys, you made it! You survived! I can't believe it!"
Gawain sends Slurp forward. Have you seen this before?
Oh God, yeah, he hugged me. This time when you send him, he like runs back and and grabs himself in preparation for the hug. You can see the recognition in his eyes, and you see him prepare to get hugged like he got hugged before.
This is definitely Aaron. All right, Slurp, come.
Oh, okay, good. Thanks.
Hey, buddy.
I'm not a fan of getting wrapped up by sea creatures. That's not my thing. It surprised me a lot the first time, and I'm not a huge fan.
That's good to know. Okay. So in the future, we may have to send Slurp to get this reaction as a confirmation, because funny story, somebody posing as you followed us, joined the party, and stole some explosives.
Somebody was posing as me?
Yep, turns out there's another changeling in the area. Freaked Boneless out.
A changeling was looking like me?
Yep, buff and said they had magic, and we all, I and Boneless both went through magic puberty very quickly, so we just kind of assumed maybe some other people did. And yeah, they were like, "Yeah, I'm Aaron, and I've got magic, and I can't fly, but I can
I
still
can't do
help."
magic. I can, and I still can't fly. He shows you his wings are still all torn up and bent out
Oh,
of
buddy.
shape. Yeah, they're still heavily bandaged. Yeah, they're
So
healing, but it's gonna take a lot of time before I can fly again.
yeah, we got pretty boned.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't. Yeah, I was just been here helping everybody get set up. You know, it took
You're
some.
good. You're good.
Yeah, I don't know how. Man, I guess. Oh. He thinks for a second.
Cookie thing happened in your brain?
Do you know
No,
any changeling
we lost one of our
besides them?
one of the other errands. So we took a little like rest stop, you know, shortly into our journey. We couldn't find one of our errands. We looked around, couldn't find him. We kept going, so suddenly he showed up again. Then a couple hours later, we checked again, did a head count. He's gone again. We don't know what happened.
And he never came back?
Never came back. We don't know what happened to him.
Could he
Oh.
fly?
Yeah, he could fly.
He had
Gawain
normal
very
wings and all.
confusedly turns to Boneless.
Just wait a second. What? You can fly?
I can't fly.
I mean,
I want to fly.
so I'm just saying, like, if it was a changeling, like, it was just a weird thing that happened because, like, he just disappeared, and we moved on because we thought, well, I don't know, we assumed the worst had happened. We couldn't find him, and then he showed up again randomly. Didn't say where he was, didn't say anything, just kind of wanted to chat. Then again, he
You
disappeared.
specifically?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So I think that this guy, the bad Aaron, grabbed your buddy, iced him, came back as him to talk to you, so that because I can't turn into things that I haven't like interacted.
Scoundrel. Absolute. Oh, that's terrible. Poor Aaron.
Yeah, that
Got
sucks.
picked off by some random changeling. Gross.
What did he want to talk to you about?
Just about myself, really. Just like, oh, how are you doing with your wings and stuff? Like, oh, how.
Yeah. But you're doing okay, Aaron. Everyone's
Saying that we choose someplace high up to stay, but it really sucks for me right now. I need someone to carry me up and down every time.
well. Just a thought.
Make a
So